Schedules are central to easy worship. During the week, a schedule will be made for the Sunday service, or if this is for a special ceremony or event, it will be made during the week ready to go in time for the event. So all you need to know is the basic layout of a schedule, the different language that's associated with it, and how to navigate through a schedule. So in order to open a schedule, come up to the top and click on Open. Easy Worship will display the last 9 schedules that were edited. So usually you should be able to find yours right here, and you can tell what it is by looking at where it's located. So these are all in the Schedules folder. This one is for contemporary, traditional, and it tells you what day it is. If you don't see yours listed here, you can click Browse, and you'll need to navigate to the appropriate folder in order to find your schedule. To get to the schedule folder, there's a few ways to do this. I'll start by showing you the longest way, the most detailed, is to go to the C drive, so right here on the left side. Then you go to Easy Worship Database, Schedules, and then whichever folder is appropriate for this event. So maybe it's for chapel or middle school chapel or traditional. You would click on that folder, and then you could open the schedule that you're looking for that specific day. Another way to do this is to click on Open and Browse. And instead of going through all of that, if you look up here at the top, it shows you the current file path that you're in. 9 times out of 10, when Easy Worship first opens this screen, you're going to be in the right area or pretty close to it. So up here we can see that we're already in the Schedules folder under Traditional Worship and Divine Service 1, but we're looking for Contemporary Worship. So we'll go back, and you can click right here to Schedules, and there's Contemporary right there. And for this video, we're going to use this February 16th video for the Contemporary Worship service. So double click it and it will open up. You'll notice that Easy Worship takes a little bit longer to open a schedule than you might like. So make sure that you have the schedule open and running well before the service ever starts. On the left side, this is the schedule for this service, and each one of these individual things is an item. Different types of items have a different type of thumbnail. So right here, this is a Bible verse, so it has a picture of a Bible. This is a presentation or just like a slide, so you see this picture of the TV with the button. Or right here, this is a song because it has the musical notes. So that's a quick way you can tell what's what. Normally when you open up a schedule, there will be a video that's already loaded here and ready for you to play as a welcome video for our guests. But for this video, I could not use a welcome video because it was actually crashing the software I'm using to record. So we'll pretend that this is a video. Whatever is currently selected and showing on the live video output is highlighted with blue. So this first item, this is going to be the thing that is going to be showing on our screens because it's currently selected. But in order to make it go live, you must double click. This preview column right here is giving you a preview of what's going to happen. So we can see that this welcome video is just one blank black slide. So if you double click it, it will be sent to the live video feed. And now you'll notice this is blue. This is what is currently showing on all of the screens. And you can know for certain because on the right side, we have the live button and it's currently selected. So that means whatever's happening here is live right now. You'll also notice that something changed over here. Now on our schedule, there's a gray bar that has moved on to the next item in the schedule. So this is really helpful because it tells you at a glance what is next in the schedule. We've currently selected the welcome video, and we can see that Your Grace is Enough is the next item in the schedule. And you can see a preview of Your Grace is Enough over here in the preview column. So it's really helpful because when you're looking over here and you're going along with the service and it's time to move to the next item in the schedule, you can very quickly look over and see, oh, this gray one is next. So I'm gonna double click that and it will load Your Grace is Enough. So now Your Grace is Enough is currently displaying. This is what people are seeing is this slide right now. And we're getting a preview of what's coming up next. So that's the basics of how you navigate in between. You double click. The gray bar is what's next in the schedule and what is blue is being currently selected. I noticed this. If you would like to change the lookout of the live output. So let's say that you had selected your Grace is Enough, and it's kind of hard to read this right now. You can actually click on this drop down arrow and you can increase the size of the images so that it's much easier for you to read. All you have to do now is click the arrow keys on the keyboard and you can click through these slides, or if you want to click with the mouse on each one, you can also do that. Or let's say you get to the end of the song all the way down here at the bottom, and all I'm using right now is the scroll bar on my mouse. You can also click over here and scroll if you would like. But let's say you get to the end of the song and our worship leader decides to do the chorus one more time. Well, you could scroll back to where the chorus is and click on it, and it will immediately jump to there, and you can start clicking through again and just following the band's cues. The last thing that we'll talk about in this video is how to kill or cut the live video feed. There are a few different ways that you can do this. Let's say that you maybe accidentally clicked forward in the schedule too far, and so you're showing this slide right now, but maybe we're not quite there in the service and it's a little too early. You can kill the feed a few different ways. You can come up here and uncheck the live option, and that will just cut Easy Worship off totally from displaying anything. The only problem with this though is that if you do that, then whatever is on the desktop is going to be showing on the monitor. So I don't recommend during the service ever cutting the live video feed. But instead, what I would do, let's say you needed to just kind of kill the feed for a little bit, you can click this black button right here, and that will turn the screen totally black. So now what people are seeing is just a black screen. And the great thing about this is you can click anywhere around here and they're not going to see any of this unless you uncheck the black background. In the next video, we're going to talk about some of the quirks with using a schedule and clicking around different places.